Hello and welcome back. Hold on, just making sure. Welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video, we are going to get Wing Zheng up to the 7-star mark. So we will be unlocking this Celestial passive as well as his second passive. Now, I think for me personally, the second passive is the strongest, and the reason that you would go after this unit, the second passive right here, when Ying is deployed, when Wing is deployed, allies gain 1 million attack and 1 million defense each time they take damage, stacking up to 30 times. Now, we've already seen an ability like this before, or 3, in fact, potentially even 4. So, the first unit we want to compare to is Elisha. Now, Elisha is very, very strong and does this with all of every time an ally gets a crit. So when an ally lands a critical hit, all allies have their attack increased by 0.2 million. So that's an increase. That's an increase of 0.8 million per hit. So yeah, and max HP is increased by 50%, stacking up to 50 times. That is the real strength of Elisha. The freezing is good. It can be very effective and very oppressive, but it is the increase in attack and HP that do the business. Now, there is another unit like this. It is Gaia, but this is every time a corrode. 1 stack of corrode is applied. Gaia increases all allies' damage boost by 10% and damage reduction by 0.6%, so a percentage based. And I think this is potentially stronger because you do get the 60% damage reduction for all units or all allies, and the damage boost as well, which can be a bit more effective. Percentage based is always typically going to be better than raw stats value in the long term anyway, because the percentage will still correspond in later years. So say, for example, in a year's time, Gaia I think will still be relevant, whereas Elisha may or may not have fallen off. And Arthur is the second to last one that does this with his King's Crown passive. When an ally deals reflect damage, all allies have their attack increased by 10% and max HP increased by 10%, stacking up to 50 times. So this is up to 500% each. So I think is a very, very strong effect because it is percentage based. Now, Wing is a little bit different in that he does it up to the 30 million currently that we see, not up to the 50 million that Elisha does. Or the percentage that Arthur does it as well. But there is one other unit which also stacks per action or attack, and it is Victoria. Victoria, a very powerful unit, especially given the buffs. So each time an ally takes action, increases defense by 20% plus 1 million, stacking up to 30 times. So we have effectively another Victoria on our hands with Wing, and you only need to get him up to 7 stars. Now, currently, the only way to obtain Wing is to pay an extortionate amount of money for one single copy of Wing. It is, I would not recommend doing it. I would not recommend paying 70 quid for one unit. I think that Wing is going to come back at the end of this season. So on the final oath of this season, I think that Wing is going to be available to summon for as well. So I would save up for that rather than going through and buying directly. In my opinion, let me be the idiot for you. But in this case, we are going to quick select, we're going to advance, and we do have one more copy as well, so that will be out over the next day or two. So we will be getting up to 8 stars. We do unlock the Celestial trigger or the Celestial synergy here, and we unlock this final passive as well. So when he's deployed, all allies get 1 million attack and 1 million defense each time they take damage, stacking up to 30 times. Can be a very powerful effect. So let me, without further ado, jump into some PvE action, and then we'll take him for a spin in PvP as well. Okay, so we are back and we are able to jump in with this same exact team lineup. We are going with Victoria and we are going to go with Dahlia alongside Janna, Nerissa, and Wing as well. This worked absolutely fine last time, and we saw Wing do some absolutely phenomenal numbers paired alongside Dahlia, switching at the front. The reason that I'm putting him at the front is just so that we can just see how much power he's going to have, probably at later levels, because Dahlia will pump up his HP and his attack as well. So we're not taking damage at the moment, I don't believe, but we are stacking as well. So this is stacking from Victoria, this is stacking from our relics as well, and it is stacking from, oh, I don't think we've stacked from Wing yet, but this is every time we take damage, so hopefully the shields will come down at some point over the course of the next couple of times, or it may be that we're already stacking up. So let's have a look. We're doing all of this damage. Are we doing reflect damage? We are doing reflect damage back, and we are stacking up as well. Dahlia should start taking some damage here. Shields down, and attack is up as well. We do get Wing to proc, and we get a double ultimate there as well, and that damage is phenomenal compared to Janna's 400 million. Janna is falling behind, and as you can see, powering up the rest of the team as well. So do we get a stack here? Looks like we do. Max HP and attack, defense, HP, defense as well. So it looks like some of our units have been taken down. Janna and Victoria do go down as well. This procs Nerissa, who is doing actually very, very good damage. And we see Wing here taking a lot of damage. So every time we take damage, we're going to increase our HP and, we're going to increase our attack, and we're going to increase our defense. And it looks like we have been able to build up enough so that, yeah, so it's a Dahlia. That is 10,000 million more than we've seen her do previously. So let's see how strong Wing is going to be on this next attack of his. Remember, he only attacks frontline allies unless, yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. We've got a miss on Corolla as well. So we aren't going to see very much more, because I think Dahlia is going to take, Dahlia is going to take the cake on this one. But we can see the potential of Wing here as well. Able to survive all of these hits, so absolutely phenomenal. And let's see. So, yeah, Dahlia to take down Corolla here, Nerissa to proc. And then, let's see. Yeah, so it was Dahlia, but very close behind is Wing, in fact. I remember Wing is only 7 stars. This is I think a 13-star Dahlia. Let me just have a look. No, 12-star Dahlia with half red runes as well. So he's putting the work in, to say the least. He is doing a lot. You can put a lot of other units in this particular position. They won't do the same amount of damage as Dahlia, or some of the rest of the team as well. So let's see this one more time. We will keep the same team lineup and jump straight back in. Yeah, so look, we're starting to take damage. We're starting to increase max HP, max attack as well. And there's the max attack increase. So we are looking for the defense stack. So there we go, attack and defense of Wing. So we have taken damage. Doesn't look like the extra slot will proc this effect, because it doesn't technically count as a starting unit, I don't think, but should be all right. So we do take damage here. Does that proc from reflect? It does not. So we see that Wing's passive does not proc from reflect, as far as I can see. We are doing damage though, and it is not bad damage at all here. And then enemies get some shielding. We get a double ultimate. So relatively high damage here, 7,000, and then compared to Janna's, yeah, so he's doing 10 times the damage that Janna is doing, even after all of that build up and all of that, all of the units that have gone down, these strangers that have gone down so far. And look at that, just spot on. Looks like that increase in defense saved Wing's bacon here. Again, oof, he did go down, but we do have the Avengers synergy and the Phantom synergy going to proc, hopefully, as well. So there is the Avengers synergy. I'm going to see Dahlia take the cake here. Looks like enemies were a bit more on it than last time. And Victoria does come back. Wing comes back as well. And we get that switch effect. And Dahlia do 25,000. Let's see how much he does when he comes back. So we should see, yeah, so Narissa popping off here, of course. Let's see how much Wing is doing after he's gone down. That's okay. Janna now outputting more damage, but Wing has started to build up again. So we do have increase in defense for him. Up to, looks like those 30 attack stacks. Yep, so it looks like he retained all of the attack stacks and all of the defense stacks as well. And he's back up to full health. Interesting indeed. So there we go, start to stack up again. And that is that Magatama damage, the flame damage that we're doing as well. Very handy for Avengers. And yeah, it looks like he did come in second again. A bit more of a margin this time, but probably because he went down. But it is what it is. So let's jump into some PvP now. Okay, so we've just jumped into some PvP action, and then for the rest of the video, I think we're going to look at PvP in general for this unit that is seasonal and non-seasonal. For now, we are just in a solo duel, so we're going to have a look at how well Wing does what he needs to do. We do lose a lot of Holy Shield in this first round, so hopefully we won't get stunned. And enemies do have a lot of Holy Shield coming in, as you can see from from the relics. Enemies have a lot of Holy Shield coming in, and that was a very fortunate miss, and unfortunately goes straight down. So he is taking a lot of damage, but we are up against a meta team in the form of Gaia specifically. Looks like even though we were taking all of that damage, it hasn't really done us a big favour. But what you do need to take into consideration is that we are coming back. So Wing does come back, and at the end of the next round as well, he will also, he will also come back. So we'll get Dahlia back, and it looks like he's taken enemy Dullahan down at the moment. It looks like we're taking a lot of damage already. A good strong fight, I think. So Narissa here to do reasonable amounts of damage. And do we take down? Yeah, so Wing is taken down. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I don't think at 7 stars he is strong enough for PvP, but something to take into consideration, even though he is down now for the count, the act of taking damage will still increase our team's attack and increase our team's defense as well. And it looks like with all of the deaths on the field that Janna was able to pull it out the bag for us as well. Dahlia, of course, still to do the most, and Wing to do third most, in fact. So not a bad showing at all. Let's jump into some more PvP and see how he does there. Okay, so we're back in some PvP, and this time we are doing duo duels. So we do see Leviathan with her new skin as well, paired alongside her new best friend, Behemoth, taunting all of the enemies. The changes to Behemoth, I think, have done wonders for her. The fact that she does now increase all allies' speed at the start of battle by 50 allows us to move first. It's a really powerful ability and a direct counter to Gaia. So as you can see, Gaia reduces our speed by 30, but Behemoth is increasing all of our speed by 50 as well. So lots of direct attacks, and we do get the Elephant, who will stun all enemies for 2 rounds as well. So not only are they taunted, but we do get an increase of attack by 1000% and an increase of HP by 1000% as well. And you've got Pandora popping off, of course, every single time without fail. Fortunately, enemy Dullahan is dodging all of these. Ultra Instinct Dullahan, not bad at all. And then, yeah, lots and lots of dodges from the enemy. I'm quite impressed, actually. What I'm looking for, really, is for... it is for Leviathan to do what she needs to do. So we have stolen enemy Talos as well. Enemies are still stunned. So we should get Mammoth to trigger. And there we go. That's the animation that I wanted to catch in here. It's very subtle, but it is, yeah, it's one of those. So I think we can go ahead and skip this one now. Now that we've seen it, what we need to. Pandora, yes. That top is putting in all of the hard work. So, yeah, very, very strong indeed. So let's see how well this team does against a very strong opponent as well. We should see Dahlia to switch whenever she does attack, increasing Wing's attack and defense. But it looks like enemies are don't have enough health to keep up at the moment. The increase to HP and attack is the increase to attack and defense is very strong by Wing. Very, very strong indeed. So we haven't taken any damage whatsoever yet, and fortunately Sanctuary has been applied, so lots and lots of damage coming through. We do get that attack and defense increase as well because we did get hit by Elmer, and again triggers off relics as well. So that is a lot of damage, and we get his ultimate to proc in round 1. That is part of his passive that he can do. He can proc that ultimate in round 1. It is a very strong effect, and going up against Eudora, what's going to happen? We're going to increase. So if a Eudora hits every time, that is 10 increases to attack and defense for the entire team, and every time we take action, we're also increasing attack and defense as well with Victoria. We do have Dahlia here to do the business, and then each time an ally takes damage, we increase it. So he's going to be building up very, very quickly with his part. The final part of his, or the first part of his passive is going to build up real quick, and it looks like we have done the business here. Do we get to see a final attack from Wing? No, we don't, because enemy went straight down because of the we didn't even get to see his attack. But yeah, let's see whereabouts he was. So Leviathan to do the most in that final battle. And where are we up to here? So it looks like Narissa did the most. Wing coming in, actually the lowest amount of damage besides Janna. So it looks like Janna didn't even get to do anything at all. But looks fantastic. Really helped out the team there. Really boosted up a lot of the numbers that we were seeing as well with that 7-star passive. So let's jump into some more PvP. But this time we're going to do seasonal PvP as well. Okay, and we've jumped into some seasonal PvP this time. Instead of using Victoria, I am going with Ayushta. The reason that I'm going to do that is just to see how well these teams can get on without the use of the Synergy Mastery units. Same principle, plus as well, we've also gone for the Helm. So we have, for the first 3 rounds, we've got to take less damage. So let's jump in. Let's see how well we do in this seasonal PvP mode. Again, the thing to take into consideration, I have equipped Wing with damage runes as well, so or the magma runes. So every time we take... oh, it looks like it does trigger. Flipping heck. Well, it looks like we are not able to see his true potential in this. Yeah. Narissa, it is what it is. Right, hold on one sec. Okay, here we go. Here is some very, very strong opposition in the form of Azu. So, as you can see, Azu is a relatively same power level as me and is higher in the arena than I am. You know, very, very strong team builder. As you can see, lots and lots of good units on this team. So let's see whether or not we can compete. Maybe, maybe not. Looks like Azu is 4-1 this one. So we'll just have to see. Now, we do have a team of almost full Phantoms. On this, we are increasing our attack and defense every time we get hit. As well as do any damage whatsoever. So it does seem to work out relatively well. Azu is also using a very similar relic setup to us, trying to get Arthur as much damage as possible. And also, it looks like every time we do attack back to ourselves as well, we are increasing attack and defense by 1,000,000 points. We do reduce the amount of damage done by our opponents. We apply this Karmic Fire if we can get hit in. And as you can see, it is relatively even. We're not doing nearly as much damage as we were doing before, but it looks like, it looks like Wing is taking the damage like a champ. So we'll just have to see how much damage we do, or how much damage we take on this one. So it looks like not too much damage on this one from Isis. Isis not known to be a damage dealer, but we are also not doing very much damage ourselves. That is a return from Gianna as well. It looks like we did take Isis down, but we also lost our own Narissa. So potentially it's going to be the Phantom synergy that does save us here as well. It looks like we went straight down because of reflect damage there. And we do see the freezing mark as well. Hindrance has been applied though, so just something to keep in mind. And we are doing lots of damage back. Looks like lots of damage from Wing as well. And oof, yeah, taking a lot of damage there. Nearly took Arthur down though. That is a feat. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but Dahlia just went straight down. She just went absolutely straight down, and there's no two ways about it. It looks like the rest of the team have come back, and Narissa to take Arthur down finally. It looks like lots of hindrance being applied everywhere, so very sporadic, very obscure seasonal content mode. It is what it is. But it looks like we're actually doing a lot of damage, and Wing is still here, but unfortunately taken down by Hecate here. It is what it is. She does a lot of flipping damage, and because we went straight down, we lost a lot of the bonuses as well because we're not running a full Avengers team. But it is what it is. Looks like Leviathan to clutch things out in that match, but a good showing, a good strong showing from Wing as well in this one. So let's jump into some more seasonal PvP and just see how well he does there. Okay, and we are back, and we are going to go up against a traditional Dooms team at this time. Again, very strong opposition still in the form of Duke, and we will see just how much we can do. Looks like we are taking a lot of damage anyway, and it looks like, yeah, okay, maybe not. Maybe it is only a zoo who we can challenge and test at the moment for seasonal PvP. But we'll see, we'll see. Remember, every time we're taking damage, we're going to increase our attack and our defense as well. Very, very strong indeed. And I don't think I'm going to get time today to do the others or to do the last final copy of him. But I may do it once the kids are in bed and asleep. So you may see another video posted for Friday, I believe it'll be, because it is Wednesday today. This video should be coming out on the Thursday, so if you're seeing this, it will be Thursday, and then we will also, and then reflect damage taking us down once again. Yeah, reflect damage very, very strong, especially this season with the 300% increase in reflect damage. Can be a very powerful effect indeed. Unfortunately, Narissa does get around that ever so slightly, and it looks like we are able to take them down, but again, we'll have to see just how well he does at 8 stars. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I do hope you have a fantastic day, and please do let me know how it's going for you.